So it's a legit team. I don't think this is a scenario where we're just thinking about goal difference in relation to the U.S. and the Netherlands and how much are they going to win by. The U.S. needs to make sure that they don't lose this game so they can advance. But when I said that in the control room, everybody flipped out. Can you imagine if the Americans were to crash out in the group stage? What a disaster that would be. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just saying there's a non-zero chance of it.
Well, were they angry about it? I mean, look, from a Fox perspective, it would be a complete disaster if that were to happen. But were they angry about it for you to even, put the vibe out there that possibly could happen? Or are they angry about it because they don't agree with you in terms of the stature of Portugal?
I think they were just angry that I was putting out those vibes.
Okay, because I don't think it's a crazy thing to say that this Portugal team is not quite ready for prime time, and it is what Spain was, let's say, the last 2 cycles in getting there. And they are absolutely not the finished product. But this is not a pushover game for the U.S. And it doesn't mean that they can't win and win by multiple goals. But this is a team, and also, the way that this team has played, making massive changes from game 1 to game 2, I don't know ultimately what this 11 is going to look like. And so from a scouting perspective, it's going to be interesting to see how Vlatko approaches it here. But I think that they are licking their chops. I think also Portugal in the underdog role, as is often the case, is much more comfortable. They will have nothing to lose. And there will be a sentiment out there that, from a U.S. perspective, for a lot of people that are just kind of coming into this World Cup tent, that, oh, it's Portugal. We should just blow them away. And we still might blow them away. But I think, to your point, it's prudent, smart, and fair to lay this out as this is a team that the U.S. absolutely could lose to.
Yeah, it's not a pick-your-score game.
Right.
There are games where you look at it and say, well, it's just about how much you're going to win by from a goal difference standpoint. I don't think this is that.
But that also brings into account the goal differential type of thing where you only scored 3 goals in that first game. So it still could come down to goal differential. And if the U.S. is dying to get goals, this is probably not the opponent that you would want to have to do that with.
Although Stu Holden thinks the fact that Portugal still has a shot to advance might be a good thing for the U.S. because they're going to come at the United States and it'll make for a more wide open game, and that could be conducive to the U.S. scoring goals. So we'll see.